Want a break from the ads?
So, first question. All right. So, this one's from Altair, obviously. He wants to know how the player faction system is going to work, and will it have greater focus than houses in Rogue in terms of long-term support and engagement from the...
Yes. Well, it'll have more long-term support. Basically, the faction system in Deepwoken is meant to be more like a guild system, where you can actually like focus it towards a certain job. Whereas in Rogue, houses are kind of this like just generic faction.
Yeah.
In Deepwoken, we want people more to have like a faction system where they're like focused towards things like trading, fighting, assassination, any of those things.
What types of monsters are on the table to see in game? Zombies, giant spiders, etc.
Definitely more of a. I'd say there's more of a sea monster theme, wouldn't you, Art?
The stuff of your nightmares, I think, is how I would describe it.
Definitely Lovecraftian inspiration and having like a general feeling of like the sea is where the danger is.
And a question from Nikita here says, can players affect the environment, such as a faction raiding a town and it being turned into...
Man, Ark, I kind of want to just like show them something.
Wait, say again? What was the question?
Hey, dude, let me hop in. They want to know if they can affect the environment, Ark.
Oh no!
Well, I do want to talk about it a little.
Okay.
So there is an environmental destruction system in the game, and it's something we really wanted to make work in this game, where like players and spells can actually infect the environment and like make changes to it. Because a big problem I feel like on like Roblox games in general with Magic is like Magic never really does anything spectacular. It's kind of just like different forms of damage.
Different flavors of
flavors of damage. Here, I'll even show them the ice, but just having like different kinds of magic that actually changes the environment and like manipulates everything, and like having rules that the players can like think about.
Yeah,
So,
the
like,
chat freaking out right now about that tree, dude.
being able to like burn down a tree and have it like fall on somebody in combat, or like making a forest burn, things like that. Having that kind of stuff is like crazy to me, and that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah. So they want to know about natural disasters and diseases. If that's more of a, if that's gonna have more of a part to play.
So, I think you will find natural phenomena will be more of the thing in this game. It's like I don't know like confirm anything in particular, but nature is very much a force.
We can at least confirm to them that weather is.
Yeah, we want to have
something
weather.
we're working on.
It's Adam wants to know how much of the game is sea-based. Like, he says he's talking about like traveling. Is there like much of that?
It's very sea-based, I'd say.
The sea is quite hostile though, so it's more of a thing where you'll want to spend a fair amount of time on an island, and then you'll travel to the next one, and it'll be a journey. That's the hope.
All right, cool. Ugly Kid says, what about the mobility in the game? Will there be spells that allow you to teleport, races that have a faster movement speed, skills that can like pick up an NPC?
There will not be a race with a faster movement speed. That's always the best race. That's always
Tales in the Valley.
As for spells that'll give you some mobility, maybe some like that, but I'd like the game to stay very grounded. I don't want it to be a game where it's like you have Dragon Sage or something like that, where you're just like, you can't be caught unless someone else has a Dragon Sage. I'd like the game to stay very grounded.
And injuries and diseases, are they going to be very similar to Rogue?
Well, in so much as there's only so many injuries a human can take, but they won't. I don't think they'll necessarily be the same.
It won't be okay. So in this game, there's no injury button. So there's no you just give them a random injury. There will be ways to be injured and to injure, but it won't be as simple as like just pressing a button and it happens. I mean, like you throw someone off a cliff, yeah, they'll probably like break something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But and diseases, we would like more of a focus on diseases. We currently don't have any, so it's still an up in the air idea. But we would like to implement some real diseases instead of like rogue, where it's I don't think we
Just
had,
vampirisms.
we just had injuries, in
Which
that.
is like just kind of a net positive.
Merc says, is there gonna be more dungeons like the crypt?
Like the crypt. I'd like there to be dungeons, but I'd say right now
Yeah.
our focus is on like one dungeon in particular.
Yeah, if you could call it a dungeon.
Call it a dungeon.
Yeah.
Will there be a market system where you sell certain items that you have found?
Do you mean like the merchant and rogue? Or
Yeah, basically. But I mean, assuming more complex than that. Crafted items.
crafted items? I mean, I would like more of a player economy.
Yeah.
Where they actually like, like if you did craft an item or something, you could like go sell it to players. I would prefer that to be like the main way you get money, but there probably will be merchants who will buy specific items.
Yeah, it's not
That's
because
not
there's no
like a
shortcuts.
drop. Yeah, it's not. There's not gonna. Preferably, there's not gonna be like a merchant who just buys everything. Or if he does, or if there is, it'll be like a pawnbroker that buys it for super cheap, and it wouldn't be worth your money to give it to him.
Okay, so Torps wants to know, will there be a lot of dev interaction or lore events during paid access or only in closed community?
We intend to obviously have it during closed community because that's like a big part of our closed community is we have the dev interactions and the lore events. As long as devs are still playing in paid access, you'll definitely have interactions with them. As for events, I'd like to do them. Definitely with the combat, I want there to be like some actual like tournaments, like sword fight tournaments, or like just tournaments in general, because I like the combat a lot. And
I think
I
the
think
game and the
people will
world
like
lends
it.
itself more to those sorts of interactions.
Events, yeah.
Alright, and will there be environments that are more dangerous than the other, like the tundra that can just kill you if you stay too long, and objects like lava and warrior turret?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Oh hell yeah!
Definitely.
Right.
Some islands will not be very nice to visit.
Yeah.
Not holiday destinations at all.
Will there be a temperature?
Yes.
I would say so, yeah.
Cool. Okay, is there going to be more of a variety in terms of the types of weapons you can use?
Yes.
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
It won't just be sword, spear, fists, whatever you can find. It's more. There's a lot more variety.
Alright, so Greeny wants to know if there's going to be different, like, flowers and fruits and plants for different seasons.
Yes.
I'm confident in saying that we have more of a focus on like solo